Cyclone MMA.
Max Holloway is getting another title shot. Let's go. Let's go. Roar. I'm very pro Max Holloway, guys. He's my favorite fighter. I respect the champion. I respect Alexander Volkanovski. He is a next level talent. But Max Holloway's my boy. This is the Blessed Express channel. And I'm going to support him. And I'm going to root for him. I love Volkanovski. If he fought any other featherweight, I'll probably root for Volkanovski. But if he's fighting Max Holloway, I hope Holloway does bad things to him. If you're an Australian or if you're a Volkanovski fan, you're still welcome on this channel. And I hope you don't just go to dislike. But if you do, then no. Okay, we're going to chill out. We're going to stop with that weird stuff. UFC 276 is completely stacked. And I'm really happy to see this trilogy because I thought both fights were entertaining. I thought Max Holloway won the second fight. I'm not calling it a robbery. I think a lot of people use that term robbery way too much. Holloway easily took the first two rounds of that fight, and I thought he stole one or two more of those. But the judges thought otherwise and gave it to Volkanovski. Fair play. Good job, Volkanovski. I'm excited for this third fight, though. I'm nervous for my boy Max because Volkanovski is damn good. He's looking better and better after each performance. That Brian Ortega fight showed that he has true heart. The fact that he was able to get out of that guillotine, that triangle as well, is just insane. And then he just put a shellacking on the Korean Zombie. But UFC 276, it's stacked. I'm going to run through all of these fights real quick because there is a lot of name value on this card. It is just, and I always say that whenever there's a new card, I'm like, this card is stacked. But this one legitimately is incredibly stacked. It's pretty wild. But you have Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier, Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway, Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira, Lauren Murphy versus Miesha Tate, Pedro Munoz versus Sean O'Malley, Uriah Hall versus Andre Muniz, Jessica Ai versus Macy Barber, Brad Tavares versus Dricus Duplessis, Robbie Lawler versus Brian Barberena. Man, you have two title fights. You have Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira, which is not a title fight, but it's kind of the number one contender fight. Like whoever wins this likely will fight for the title against the winner of Izzy and Jared Cannonier. So you have a potential for Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya, which will be just a striking masterclass, two complete savages on the feet. Sean O'Malley's on the card. It's just a great freaking card. But we're here to talk about our boy Max Holloway and his competitor Alexander Volkanovski, the champion, the great one. This fight makes sense. I don't want any, anti-Holloway people, if those people even exist, saying that he doesn't deserve it. He absolutely does. He has a win over number 4, Calvin Kattar, and a win over number 3, Yair Rodriguez, in his last two fights. And the only person ranked above them is Brian Ortega, who just fought for the belt and lost. And, a while before that, he had fought Max Holloway, and Max Holloway put a beating on him. So Max Holloway absolutely deserves this title shot. I know in that division as well, you have Josh Emmett, who's going to be fighting Calvin Kattar, and I think whoever wins that should be next in line for a title shot, unless Yair Rodriguez gets another W, and then I think it should be probably him. But this featherweight division is looking awesome. I'm so damn happy that Max Holloway is getting yet another title shot. I'm hoping he's able to get it done. But the question is, what do you do if he beats Volkanovski? Because you can't just move on with the division. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, Max Holloway got an immediate rematch. I thought he won. The judges thought otherwise. But regardless, they respect him as a champion, and they gave him an immediate rematch. You can't say that Volkanovski doesn't. He's at 3 defenses at this point, I believe. He beat Holloway, beat him again on the scorecards. I already said I disagree with that. I think a lot of you disagree with it too. It's not a robbery, though. It's a close fight. It's a close-ass fight. After that was Ortega. Just showed true championship grit. And then it was Korean Zombie, who he just beat the crap out of. Yeah. Volkanovski's the man. Max Holloway's so fun. Never a boring fight. So, the two, they're going to be in the octagon once again. When is this card? UFC 276. It's on July 2nd, so we got a couple months. I'm hoping Max Holloway stays healthy because, they did schedule this third fight, and then Holloway had to pull out, and then he tried getting back in, and it was a weird situation there, but Holloway versus Volkanovski 3. It's happening, guys. What do you think about this? Are you excited for this? Are you just bored of this? Do you not want any more of this? It's going to be weird if Holloway wins because then you're going to have a fourth fight probably. And then if he wins that, what do you do if it's like close again? The thing is, these are clearly the two best featherweights on the planet. They're going to go tit for tat. They're going to go back and forth. and I'm looking forward to it. If these guys want to fight, twice a year for 5 years, I'm cool with it. Let's get to Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski 10. Not actually. There's a lot of talent in this featherweight division. I'm excited to see how it plays off over the next couple of years. My dog's barking, so that's cool. I guess that's going to end this video because... And she stops, so that's cool. All right. Yeah, check out the merch. I have new t-shirts up there and some like mugs and cool stuff like that. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. We talk about MMA on this channel if you haven't figured that out. From the name of this channel, Cyclone MMA. From the topic. I'm rambling. We're getting out of here. Peace.